wait for it. There she is. There she is, guys. All right. The air's a little loud. Quieter in here. But welcome back to the Tesla, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Cars and Kyle. I'm Kyle. This is my Tesla, and today's Tesla Talk Tuesday. So, you know what that means. That means we're going to get into some Tesla news. Tesla earnings were last week, so we have a lot to cover as far as Tesla goes. We're also at 129 miles of range. Yeah, so we're on the lower side, but that's okay. We got free charging at my office where I work. You know what? Let's get out of the garage, obviously. We got another Model 3. There's so many of those on the road now, it's crazy. Clever little license plate there, no smog. Alright guys, welcome back to another Tesla Talk Tuesday. So last week on Wednesday, I believe, Tesla reported Q1 earnings for 2019. So today we're going to dive a little bit into that, but not too aggressively. I don't want to get too technical and lose some people. But yeah, really I think we're just going to cover some numbers. Let's just put it that way, high level, and then cover some things that were covered on the earnings call. And well, you know what, let's just get to it. So Tesla reported a net loss of $720 million. Obviously, that's no bueno, you know what I mean? However, on that $702 million net loss, they are seeing about a 20% or more margin on their Model 3 units, which is like really good, especially for a cheaper car. Well, I guess the average selling price, I believe, on the Model 3 is actually $50,000, I think, because yes, they're going to keep the $35,000 Model 3 available, which is something they mentioned, but they're not seeing too many people buying them, which makes sense. Like, you might as well pay for like the standard range plus at least, or just go for the long range battery. You know, I think the long range battery is very smart, and well, obviously you get more range. That's pretty intuitive. So, you know, to pay a little bit more to get the extra, I don't know what the actual mileage that you get extra if you pay a little bit more, but that's not the point. Basically though, they're not seeing a ton of sales of the 35K Model 3. Tesla had expectations of around 5.7 billion in revenue. However, they only reported 4.5 billion in revenue. So that was a little bit of a miss there versus estimates. So in addition to that, they were expected to have a loss of $1.21 per share. They actually came in at a loss of $4.10 per share.
Speed trap reported ahead.
Thanks, Waze. So quite a significant loss per share there, which obviously is no bueno. Now the stock pre-earnings release was trading just over 260, 263, 260, something like that. After hours, it was kind of unchanged. The next day, it opened fairly flat and then sort of had a meltdown that day, and then the following day, the stock just sort of slowly trickled lower. Oh man, there's a stupid parked car that's not supposed to be there. So, although no real initial reaction to the stock on earnings, it did move over the next couple days. It has sort of bounced back off of lows of being down, I think, over 15%. It's trading now probably low to mid 240s, I believe. So it has bounced back. It was trading in the 230s as of last week. So that's always good because, well, just a small disclaimer, I do have some Tesla stock. All right, and one final thing to note is Tesla did have like a $920 million debt repayment. So that's lowered their cash on hand to around 2.2 billion from closer to 3 billion. Obviously, you know, lowering your cash on hand is never a good thing. It doesn't help you raise debt in the future, all that good stuff. So that's, you know, something to think about, but I don't want to say not a huge concern, but maybe not a huge concern. I don't know. We'll see going forward. On a brighter note, Tesla did report that the Model 3 was the #1 the #1 selling U.S. premium sedan, outselling the next closest, the runner-up, position #2 in the U.S. by a margin of over 60%, which is pretty crazy to sell 60% more cars than the next highest U.S. premium sedan is pretty impressive, especially when you're competing with, you know, Mercedes, BMW, Audi, like cars that have been around for quite a long time, have quite a following, and to have that many people choosing to buy new Tesla Model 3s instead of other brands. Honestly, that is pretty sweet that they were able to outsell other premium automakers. I mean, just from driving around, you can see how many Model 3s are currently on the road right now. And I mean, they're everywhere. They really are. I mean, take that Tesla takeover last Saturday at Katie's Cars and Coffee. I mean, I'd say at least half of all the cars were Model 3s. There were only 2 Model X's there, maybe like 4 or 5 Model S's. Maybe I'm underselling the Model S's. But I mean, there had to be at least 15 Model 3s. I would also say that the majority of those people have taken Model 3 deliveries very recently. But neither here nor there. Very interesting statistic, and very interesting to hear how much they're outselling other premium sedans by. So that's pretty cool. 60% more than the runner-up. That's pretty wild. That is pretty wild. In some production related news, Model Y production, so they are still debating between doing California or Nevada production. And in addition to that, they did also mention that they will be delaying the semi-truck production. To get over. Thank you. All right, we got over. We're golden. We're golden. Sorry, traffic in the morning sometimes. It's a real pain. Anyways, so Model Y production, they're still debating between California and Nevada. And then Tesla semi-truck production, they have delayed until next year. And then in addition to that, as I mentioned earlier, they will still be selling the $35,000 Model 3 option. However, they are noting that people just are tending not to buy that one as much. Yeah, I'm sure they opt for at least like the standard range plus if they're going to go on the lower end. And then I'm sure, well, I guess I'm not sure, but it seems like a lot of people would go for the full self-driving and autonomous capabilities. However, I know that adds quite a significant little bump to the price, especially if you're considering a percentage of those lower priced cars. Either way, yes, they are still going to sell the $35,000 option. I know at one point they removed it from their website, and it was really, you had to either call them or like do it in store or something. But that's neither here nor there. So finally, last but not least, we have a couple talking points on this. Tesla insurance. So Tesla did announce that they would be launching some sort of insurance thing through them starting next month. So I guess recently Tesla hired or contracted, I think they hired an like Liberty Mutual exec. So Liberty Mutual, obviously an insurance company, and they are working with insurance companies, partnering with them, I think, to some degree, if not coming up with their own product. I don't know exactly all of the nuances, but either way, starting next month, they said that they're going to be launching their own insurance product. So something interesting along those lines as well is that the Model S, I think last year, maybe the year before, but either way, at some point, the Model S was the #1 car, the list of most expensive cars to insure. So my video is definitely very accurate. However, insurance is a very case-by-case situation. You know, some people have lower insurance premiums just because of age, driving record, where they are in the country, etc., etc. So all of those things are definitely interesting to look at and come into play, and are definitely going to be different for everybody. But I'm hoping that Tesla entering this market will help bring down insurance premiums on other Tesla owners, because insurance companies will see that these newer cars with autopilot and cameras and safety features and Sentry mode can help catch other people that potentially damage your car, and it's not always Tesla owners' faults. So very interesting concept and idea, and potentially another revenue stream for Tesla. So if people start buying insurance through Tesla, well, I would assume that either Tesla takes that profit, or they're maybe splitting it with some of these insurance companies that they've partnered with. But either way, another revenue stream for Tesla, and they found the perfect market for it, because obviously people were not too happy with their current insurance providers because of these high premiums. So I'll catch you guys in like 2 seconds. All right, I'll be right back. Set limit. We'll leave her there. Open charge port. Get the charger adapter, and we'll be right back, guys. Classic Prius. So as we can see here, there's a Prius that's causing a traffic. I mean, it's too classic, guys. I mean, you got a white Prius upholding everybody else here up. It just doesn't get any more classic than this. No, I kid. No, not really. I don't kid. Okay, kind of, but not really. But kind of. But not really, because we are still sitting here. Oh, we got movement. Whew. All right, look at this beautiful day out here. 79 degrees, guys. It's getting hot. Spring's pretty much over. Summer's pretty much here. The warmer weather's nice, but it's also miserable. I just don't really want to get super sweaty. But yeah. Anywho, back to Tesla Talk Tuesday news. So I think before I went into work, I was saying how Tesla I believe it was on their conference call, for earnings, said that they were going to start offering insurance starting next month. Apparently right now, right now, I think starting like a year ago or something, but right now, apparently Tesla offers insurance for their cars in Hong Kong and maybe Australia, I want to say, which is pretty cool. I don't know like what the costs are, how much the savings are compared to other brands, but supposedly they do already offer insurance in those other countries. Now, Elon's argument is basically that because they have all of the statistics and facts around accidents, crashes, autopilot usage, and all that stuff, they feel that they are able to offer insurance at a lower rate due to the fact that they can see that these cars are safer, and it therefore in the long run costs less to insure them because there aren't as many claims. Now, an interesting point is I was also reading an article that said that some insurance companies were thinking about raising insurance premiums on Teslas because of the increased frequency of claims from Tesla owners. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. I don't really, obviously someone has the facts right and somebody doesn't. So as an insurance company, the idea is you always want to collect more premiums than you have to pay out in claims. So it's a balancing act, and you got to get the equation right. But if Tesla does it right, the other point is they can obviously manufacture and sell their own parts at wholesale to themselves, to their own body shops, to fix the cars. So if they do have to pay out, they would essentially be paying themselves for the parts. So if that's the case, then maybe they're just onto something where they can offer parts at cheaper prices and therefore also help drive insurance premiums down. So we'll see how this all plays out, but very cool. I know I did another video earlier on insurance and how it's fairly high. I think the average rate for a Model S, the annual amount for a Model S on average is like a little over $1,700. So that is actually more than what I pay. So luckily I pay below the average, but not everybody's that lucky, obviously. And it's definitely a known, I mean, I also have like a 5-year-old car with 100,000 miles on it almost. So that probably goes into the equation as well. But irregardless, that is interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out going forward. Wait for it. Woohoo! There go my keys. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed another Tesla Talk Tuesday. Just going over a little bit of the earnings and what they covered on the earnings call. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And well, until next time, thanks for watching.